Shion, would you laugh at me if I told you that I think she has a heart?
Cosmos? Showing emotional behavior?
I've run across some interesting phenomena. It's still pretty weak, of course. Almost like a tiny little pulse.
Really? We should definitely keep an eye on that. Cosmos' elemental data structure duplicates that of the human brain. So something like that's certainly not out of the question. She was empathizing with Momo back there. I wonder what her subconscious waves were like. Flatline. Oh well, nothing here at all.
Well, what's the matter, Chief? You didn't come down to the beach just to stare at a screen all day, did you?
Come on, Shion. Why don't you come and play with us?
Sorry. In a bit.
Are you working on Cosmos? It must be really tough.
Ah, Cosmos. She's got a lot of black box areas that even we can't analyze.
Black box?
Yeah. We're painstakingly analyzing her bit by bit so that we can recreate her original form again. The only person who knew everything about Cosmos was Kevin.
Say, Alan, do you think Guinan and Junior are father and son? They look a little too far apart in age to be brothers.
I've heard rumors here and there. Some say Guinan cloned himself, while others say Junior's his illegitimate son, or...
I don't think he's a clone. Their genome arrays are a little too different for that.
Wow. You can actually see that, Momo?
I'm an observational realian. They're more than just siblings, or father and son. But at the same time, they're not identical either.
Is that sort of thing possible? Their DNA only has to differ by 0.1% to make them different people, right?
Hey, who's an illegitimate son?
Man, this beach is really great. It doesn't feel artificial at all.
It's our latest product. You can even change the weather. You can't have blue skies all the time, right?
I hate thunder.
Shion.
I'm sorry. I just really hate thunder.
Shion.
Representative Helmer, busy as always, I see.
Well, hello, Negredo. How are things going?
I don't really care for that name.
My apologies. I'm still not accustomed to calling you Guinan. So, how can I help you?
We're currently headed your way, and we're carrying an unusual package, so I thought it best to inform you.
Oh?
We secured it from an unexpected source. The Federation cruiser Woglinde. It's an emulator.
The 12th one. That matches the U-TIC records.
Right. There's no question that it's responsible for the planetary disappearance. Assuming they haven't constructed any more, that's all of them. Aside from the original, of course.
That's clearly impossible, now that the only man who can create them is no longer alive.
True enough. And one more thing. We have the Contact Subcommittee's 100 series prototype.
How did that wind up in your hands?
One of our passenger freighters rescued her 76 hours ago.
Is the ability to attract that sort of coincidence another one of your special powers?
Not a coincidence, but a probability, as a certain acquaintance might say. Anyway, I'm concerned with what the U-TIC Organization is up to. You may want to step up your precautions.
I'll see what I can sniff out from the UMN Administration Bureau. We can locate any large-scale gate jumps from there.
Excellent idea. Assuming they have no emulators in their possession. The odds are that they'll go after the original sealed on Old Milsha. Not to mention,
Udu.
I don't know what their ultimate goal is. But we can't allow that thing to reawaken again, no matter what.
Understood. We'll prepare for your arrival. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
current output is 5.806 LPP. Not even 3% of the required levels.
In other words, you're saying it's impossible to open the door to Lost Jerusalem.
Open the door? It's doubtful whether we can even find it. I've told you repeatedly that the emulators were mere supplements. You're the one who ignored that. Because of you, we've lost a valuable asset. I've done what I can with what we have, but it's not going to make much difference. Even Mizrahi couldn't pull this off without the original.
So, have you finally come to acknowledge that lunatic's work?
I'm just being objective. No one in the universe is as knowledgeable in this field as he was.
We can't keep our commander waiting any longer. We'll proceed with Plan 401.
Plan 401, huh? That seems a bit extreme to me. The 100 series that Helmer's protege is babysitting, not only does it contain the entire record of Mizrahi's research, but the access code for the UMN transfer column to the sealed area of Old Milsha also resides in it. Treat it too roughly, and you'll lose everything.
I'm well aware of the importance of Milsha and the Y data. That's why I'm using him.
I do not like him. His eyes share the same look as Mizrahi's.
The same as yours.
Well, I'll be waiting for the good news.
Pellegrini, secure a channel to our commander. I want to report this, and discuss our plans for manipulating the committee.
I see. So what do you want me to do?
The situation is proceeding as planned. Don't interfere with it for now. Of course. I can't imagine the Second Milshan government and the Kukai Foundation will simply hand it over. If this situation warrants, we may have to use the Song of Nephilim.
Now this is a surprise. I thought you hated it with a passion.
I'm just saying even your toys have their uses.
Then why don't you join me? We can enjoy the show together.
Thanks, I'll pass. I don't share your perverse taste in hobbies.
Yeah, right, you gutless bastard.
Albedo. A URTV. A monster born of life recycling. There are plenty of mentally unstable life recycling variants out there. Just as Cherenkov was one of them. If he starts getting impatient and moves on his own...
You needn't worry about that. Time means nothing to him. The only thing that interests him is that Realian.
Are you really going to use the Song of Nephilim?
Pellegrini, have you ever heard it? That song draws everything unto madness.
Milsha. I never thought I'd come back under these situations.
Chief, is something wrong?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. How's that, Cosmos?
Fine. There are no problems. Please continue.
And once again, it's nothing.
We will soon be entering the Milshan star system. We will be entering orbit at 1400 hours local time. Second Milsha Spaceport Flight Control, transmitting flight plan, requesting permission to dock.
Hey, Momo.
Yes? What is it?
We'll be going our separate ways once we get to Second Miltia, right?
Yes?
I don't know if Realians believe in carrying charms or not, but... Here, take this. It's for luck.
It's so pretty. What is it?
It's a bullet from a long time ago. Look. It's got a good luck phrase on it. Sayonara, baby!
Thank you. I'll keep it safe.
Oh, wait. Hold on a sec. Huh? There we go. Try it on.
Wow! You can do things like that too? That's wonderful.
It kind of tires me out a bit, though.
What a strange welcome. Are they escorting us in this time?
They're blocking the way? This is no welcome.
Confirm photon torpedo detonation in immediate vicinity. We're being surrounded by a fleet of Federation vessels.
As you can see from this video, the Kukai Foundation has engaged in what is clearly an act of aggression against the 117th Marine Division. From the events that followed, we can only come to the conclusion that this was an act of rebellion orchestrated by the Foundation's creators, the Second Miltian government. In light of these troubling events, we hereby enter a motion for the following. Per Article 104, an emergency suspension of the vested rights of Second Miltia's autonomous government.
I'd like to add that the 422nd Fleet from Gedalia has been dispatched to the scene in order to surround and contain both the Kukai Foundation and Second Miltia.
Hold on there. Won't that constitute an unauthorized use of force?
The deployment is in accordance with the Federation Emergency Powers Act. It is fully within our powers.
I would think that the Kukai Foundation possessing that level of weaponry is a far greater problem in and of itself.
Perhaps they were heroes during the conflict, or whatever in the past. But the current situation is a result of letting them have their way for so long. The Zohar belong to the entire Federation. Why should Second Miltia have sole control?
The decision to turn the artifacts of old Miltia over to an impartial third party was decided by vote 14 years ago.
We're talking about the dangers of it being monopolized by a corporation.
The Kukai Foundation was converted after the completion of the post-war cleanup and their own disarmament. Since taking on their current name and converting to a business, their primary source of income has become entertainment and tourism. How could they possibly have a vested interest in the Zohar?
You call that disarmed?
It's just enough for self-defense. Think back to the reason the organization was formed. Not only that, we can't ignore their recent achievements against the Gnosis.
Can we be certain these accusations aren't merely jealousy on the part of a state that didn't receive post-war government handouts?
How dare you!
I've heard rumors that Miltia was secretly involved not only with the current planetary disappearance case, but also with other recent developments, including the anti-Gnosis Zohar project.
I'd like to hear the Contact Subcommittee's thoughts on all this. Dr. Mizrahi?
We moved the 100 series Realian to Second Miltia in accordance with the original plan. We're following the protocols.
But I wonder, have you forgotten that it was Miltia that produced the lunatic that summoned the Gnosis and tried to destroy the Federation?
I sympathize with your desire to defend your late husband, but Perhaps you are too deeply involved in this situation.
I would not have expected my presence here to be misconstrued in such a manner.
Oh, really? This is just post-war governmental policy.
You destroy the Federation if you continue!
Jealousy on the part of the state, that's all.
Order! Order! We've just patched in with Representative Helmer. I'd like to hear about the situation from the second Miltian government. Well, Representative Helmer,